Hey guys, it's Jackie. It's Monday and it's January 17th, and I finally have a topic that I've been waiting to talk about for the longest time. A lot of people have asked me why femmes like studs but they don't like men. Why would they use a strap if they don't want a penis? So I'm going to touch on that in this video along with some other things, but those of you who I said I was going to dedicate my next video to, it'll be the next one, not this one. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the topic, okay? Okay, so a lesbian is a female who's attracted to another female mentally, emotionally, physically, and of course sexually. Alright, first thing I want to say about this is that so many people are just focused on the sex part of it, that it's supposed to be a man and a woman, and that's all it has to be in a relationship. That's all a relationship can be composed of. So naturally, one person has to be more dominant and the other person has to be more submissive. And that's where, for me, the labels come in. There's so many labels in the lesbian community. There's studs, there's AGs, there's femmes, there's, aggressive femmes, there's lipstick, lesbians, there's chapstick dykes, and, butch, of course. But I mean, there's so many labels, but it really comes down to preference, and I think it has more to do with preference and dominance and submission than sex and what the person has inside their pants. Now, when it comes to dominance and submission, I believe that everybody knows when to be one or the other. Kind of like the type A, type B personality. Everybody can turn it off here and there, but you're obviously more of one, and I believe that studs usually are more aggressive and they don't feel comfortable being as feminine as, say, a femme would. But there's a difference in the way that they carry themselves. A lot of studs do carry themselves as, a man would, but I don't think that that means that they have penis envy or they're wanting to be a man or that they're embarrassed about what they have between their legs. I don't think it's like that. I think it's just that they're more aggressive, and that's how they perceive themselves. They're more in touch with the male gender instead of the female gender. But they're still women, Now, why femmes, I think, are attracted to that is because I think deep down every woman really wants to be taken care of and to know that they can be taken care of if need be. Yes, most women are independent and, want to take care of their own stuff, but having that attitude that a stud does, and seeing that and the way that they're dressing and them being so comfortable with it is very attractive, I think, to a femme, which is why there's so many stud-femme relationships or butch-femme relationships. It's all about preference, and I think that it does come down to submission and dominance. It's just, I think femmes can be very dominant as well, but the key thing is just they want to be taken care of. Any woman. That's also why I think studs go after the more feminine girls, because they kind of want something to balance them out. People end up dating the people that they're most attracted to. And that may be, for a stud, she may like a lady who dresses up in button-ups and pencil skirts and heels, or the stud might like, the hood rat who wears wife beaters and J's, It's just what they're attracted to, and I think that for femmes it's the same way. I don't really have a preference, but I find it very attractive to see a woman in man's clothing. One, because I just find it sexy, and two, because I feel like if they're comfortable enough to express themselves in that way and, kind of reach to that level, then they're obviously very comfortable in themselves. At the end of the day, I still want to be taken care of, and I'm still gay. It's not the fact that they're dressing like a man and they want to be a man. It's the fact that when I take their clothes off, they're still female, and I'm still attracted to that physically and sexually. I'm still attracted to a woman. She may dress like a man, she may act like a man every now and then, but I'm still fulfilling that need inside of me. A man cannot fill. That's my take on it. What I don't like is a woman who loses herself and her identity in the fact that she's wearing men's clothing. There are so many studs out there that are programmed to think that just because I am, more masculine, I have to be the man in the relationship, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like that. They no longer associate themselves with being female. That's where I think that the gender identity stuff comes into play. As far as the strap versus the penis issue, I believe that's about preference too. For me, I believe it's the way that it's used. I find that a strap is more comfortable than this throbbing member that you can actually like feel inside of you. Although using a strap is very intimate, I believe that the way it's used is very different. When you have a man and a woman, the man is very self-absorbed when it comes, well, sorry, some men are very self-absorbed when it comes to getting sex, receiving sex, having sex with a woman. Whereas two women, they know each other and what they need, and it's just easier to connect with that person, therefore the sex is better than, well, at least for me, than it would be with a man. Just knowing that she's here to please me and that she gets off because she's getting me off it's fulfilling for some people. And I think that the problem with that is just with men is just that they're so, I'm gonna do you like this and I'm gonna get off and I'm not gonna care if you had an O. Whereas the stud would, you know, do you till you like squirt, you know, and she'll feel satisfied with having you feel good and it not being about her. But like I said, I think that everybody knows when to be dominant and submissive at times, and you can turn it off, on and off whenever you want. But sometimes just that dynamic makes it work for stud-femme relationships, and I think that that's why they happen so often. And people just think that, well, the femme isn't really gay, or, you know, she just wants a penis. Most penises don't vibrate, I'm sorry. I will take a strap that vibrates any day. Any day. I think that lesbianism has become kind of a fashion trend, and that there are a lot of straight girls and bisexual girls that are saying, I'm lesbian, or I'm going to try this, and then they go back to men, and that confuses men. And so that the women that do look like this, that don't want a man, that don't want, you know, penis, it makes it very hard for us to, Tyler, don't you jump up there. Oh, God. My cat. Anyway, he likes to sleep in the sink for some reason. That's all I gotta say on this topic. I got a little sidetracked at the end. I hope you guys have a great week. I'll hopefully have my next video up in a couple of days, but especially comment below about what you think about this topic. It's very touchy, and there's a lot of controversy and debate about it. Love you guys much, and feel free to comment and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye.